back at halftime. Highlands leading it 21-0. The halftime stats brought to you by A Grand Affair Catering. They provide the pregame meals for the football team. You can call them at 724-224-4444. No big whoop. Available for any of your catering needs.
Mike, I attended the dinner tonight, and it was excellent. They had rigatoni, and they had stuffed chicken with gravy, and the chicken was just marvelous. So thank you, Grand Affair. Appreciate it. Take a look at the first half stats. Obviously, the boys like it too, leading here 21-0.
Sure.
Highlands 7 first downs, Ambridge 3. Rushing Highlands 82. Ambridge 60. Passing Highlands 106. Ambridge 13. Total yards Highlands 188. Ambridge 73. Third down conversion. Both teams had a tough time. Highlands 1 for 3. Ambridge 1 for 8. Both teams penalized twice for 20 yards. Turnovers. Highlands has 2. Ambridge 1. Time of possession. Kind of surprising, Mike. 14:54 for Ambridge. Only 9:06 for Highlands, but they lead here 21-0 at the half.
When Bill Heasley read that stat to the crowd, I said, "Well, it shows you what time of possession means." Rams with the lead. Chandler Timmons 3 for 4, 106 yards. 1 to Johnny Christ for 75 and a touchdown. 1 to 29 to DJ Loveland, and 1 to Caleb White for 2. Brock White 13 carries, 82 yards in that first half. And the Highlands defense, in with 4 sacks in that first half, is Joaquim Roman playing some good football, by the way.
Yeah, Mike, he's just smothering people out there. The old pancake.
And Jeremiah Saunders, too. They both are. It was funny. We saw Frank Girardi wandering around up here, and we said, "What are you doing up here?" He goes, "I was upstairs last week. I'm not changing." I said, "Oh, we didn't even know he was up."
I didn't either, because we were at a different location.
Maybe Dom just wanted his dad far away from him. I don't
Frankie,
know.
by the way, out of the cast.
Young Frankie, that's correct.
A good thing. We're going to put him in bubble wrap for the rest of the season.
That's probably a good move.
Hey, Mike, remember last week I told you a big game, Laurel at Neil Brown Stadium, taking on Clareton, undefeated, scored upon. Clareton beat him 33-7.
Well, Clareton comes into play with Leechburg. Leechburg last made the playoffs in 1988, and they're kind of in there. They're a half a game behind. Well, that's not as bad as Southmoreland. We'll get to them later. 1988, they're a half game behind Springdale, and Leechburg is home to 3-2 Clareton tonight. So Leechburg with a chance. Southmoreland last made the playoffs in 1979. They are 5-0, undefeated. They play 5-0 McGuffey tonight.
That'll be a good one.
And Southmoreland averaging 51 points a game.
Other big one, Knight Central Catholic is playing, I think it's North Allegheny. Whoever wins that game gets to the WPL Finals like the last 8 weeks in a row, 8 times in a row.
Wow. And the big one locally, Burrell hosting Deer Lakes. Burrell leading 8-0.
The aerial attack, we'll talk about those quarterbacks a little bit.
Okay.
Boy, number 3 and number 5 in the WPIL. They're just throwing the ball all over the place. Burrell's Alex Aldridge led last week in completions in the WPL. He's 71 completions, 1,122 yards, 12 touchdowns. And again, he is up against Aris Heasley of Deer Lakes, number 2 with 89 completions, 1,421 yards, 17 touchdowns. So the ball's in the air over Burrell Stadium, I would think.
David Stubkin has it teed up at the 40-yard line. We're ready to get the second half underway. The Rams lead it 21-0, and he kicks a long one to Brock White at the 10-yard line. To the outside of the 20, the 25. Cuts it back in and is brought down nicely at the 29-yard line. And that's number 21 for Ambridge, Richard Nardi. First down, Highlands.
Chandler Timmons going to go to work. The freshman quarterback connected at a big 75-yarder to Johnny Christ. As you said, I thought that was the turning point.
Well,
the interception.
The interception and then that.
Johnny's had a big night.
And that really changed things. All this Highlands scoring came in the second quarter. We had a scoreless first period.
Visited Rutgers last weekend. Going to be at Penn State next week.
One of those teams is better than the other. Here's a give to White through the middle, and he's being thrown down by a big 70, David Polachak, the junior defensive tackle.
But they both have scholarships, Mike.
And that is correct. The gain for Brock is up to the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup.
They got Brock now 14 carries, 93 yards.
Uh-oh, we have tickets. 2nd and 6. Play fake. Timmons fires over the middle. This is complete. Caleb White holds on to it with Ludovici onto him. It's a first down to the 41-yard line. Maybe the 42. 9-yard pickup.
Chandler now 4 out of 5 for 116 yards.
Second reception for Caleb tonight. He now has 6 on the season. Johnny Christ leads the way with 18. First down at the 42. Rams lead at 21-0. Pistol again. Brock White to carry. Off the left side. Follows the blockers and gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line before he spun backwards.
Johnny's playing wingback that time.
Yeah, he was leading away.
The blocking, yeah.
2nd and 6. Brock White with a chance to go over 100 again. It would be his 3rd one of the year.
We got him now 15 for 97.
21-0. The Rams lead it, trying to win their 2nd straight. Next week they will go to Montour. Then they have 2 home games, the last 2 home games of the year. We're that far along. Here's the toss. This is to Brock White off the right side. And he gets away from one man across the 50, the Ambridge 45, and spun down at the 40-yard line. It was a good job by DJ Loveland not to clamp. And he stayed away and let Brock make the move. First down, Highlands.
That is going to put him over 100 yards. Mikey now is in a 1.
That's a 14-yard gain. Yep.
And more importantly, into Ambridge territory, leading 21-0.
Ninth first down of the game for the Rams. First down at the 40. Short drop by Timmons. Fires it over the middle, and it's too tall for Johnny Christ, the intended receiver at the 30-yard line, and he might have been on his way. That's hard to be too tall for Johnny Christ, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the first pass Chandler's thrown tonight that's hit the ground.
How about that?
2nd and 10 for Highlands. The clock stops on the incomplete pass at 9:23. There's a look at Johnny on your screen there. Timmons snapping it to Timmons. Inside give us to White. Off the left side, behind a block. Spins and turns inside the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. Davon Gilmartin makes the stop. Makes up a more manageable 3rd down for the Rams. It's going to be 3rd down. We'll call it 4 at the 34.
All right, Mike. 4 down territory yet?
Oh, sure. I think so. The Rams have punted 1 time. Johnny punted early, I think. Maybe twice. First quarter was a little choppy, like we talked about at halftime. Yeah. 3rd and 4. Offset eye. They give us it's Timmons keeping it. I think that might have been a missed handoff. I think they messed that one up, and Timmons is brought down at the 34 for no gain. It'll be 4th down while the Rams go for it here. 4th and 4.
We'll be going for it on 4th down.
Highlands on the year, 4th down. 2 for 8 on the year, but they've made the last 2. They were over their first 6. Opponents are 7 for 10 going for it on 4th against Highlands going into tonight. They made their first one, did Ambridge. 4th and 4. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Down to 10 now.
The Rams have taken 4 minutes off the 3rd quarter clock on this drive. Timmons, trouble. He's going to throw it to the near side, and it's caught. Johnny Christ out of bounds with a first down at the 27-yard line.
Needed 5, got 7.
First down, Highlands at the Ambridge 27-yard line. And the drive continues.
Mike, we're halfway through the season. You can see Chandler, the freshman, starting to take over now, too. He's calling things at the line of scrimmage, and he's putting people in the right positions, and that's that maturation process.
Oh, yeah.
We thought we would see it. Chandler's doing an outstanding job here tonight. 123 yards in the air.
Caleb White gets the cut, but nice close by Davon Gilmartin. Is a little 2-on-2 crime there.
Pickup of 2.
And again, there were a lot of 2s going on there. Vince Scully used to say, deuce is wild. 2nd and 8 for the Rams at the 25-yard line. This is the 10th play of the drive that started on their 29 with the opening kickoff of the second half.
Who retired in Cincinnati, Mike?
Marty Brenneman. We moved up another spot on the list. And Steve Blass goes tomorrow, or Sunday. Timmons back. He looks. He's going to fire it down the middle, and it is caught! DJ Loveland for a Highlands touchdown.
What a touch on that ball, too, by Timmons, Mike. He threw that off the back foot, which you don't really see, but he had such touch on the ball that DJ caught it in stride, in for the touchdown for 25 yards out.
2 catches for Loveland for 44 yards. 54 yards. Make that. And at the 7:13 mark, the Rams have scored on a long drive. And a 25-yard touchdown pass. The snap, the ball is down. Oh, that's a good kick by Jocham, and it is good. No, he missed it. That's the best kick he had. He drilled it. He drilled it, and he kicked it wide.
How about that? I agree with you. I think kind of that one.
So with 7:13 left in the quarter, the Rams lead it 27-0.
Chandler Timmons made 2 touchdown passes totaling 100 yards, 75 to Johnny, 25 to DJ Loveland. Gives a chance to talk about Ron Gillette Towing and the services. They're registered, contractor certified in Pennsylvania state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette today for your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and we got to say it's snow removal needs. Planning cleanup, rent a 10-yard cut box for all that cleanup around the house. Gillette Towing is fully insured, licensed, bonded, certified, and owns all their own equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette's at 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7, 365 days a year for emergency service. And as always, it's person to person. Find them on the web at RonGilletteInc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and more. Ron Gillette Towing and Services in the AK Valley since 1955.
The Rams took it 71 yards on 10 plays in 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
Nice drive.
Saunders kicks off. Coming down to Gil Martin on the 18. 20, 25, 30. Hit from behind by Jocham and thrown down at the 30-yard line. He's a little angry he didn't make that extra point.
1st and 10, Ambridge tries to go to work here with their first possession in the second half.
And they'll start on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
By the way, I'm stumping you in trivia tonight. Ambi Pizza called me, told me they have no more pineapple left.
Oh, no.
So I got to stump you. Either that or I got to buy more pineapple.
First down for the Bridgers on the 30-yard line. And it is 10. Morrell is in there. Morrell and Ciccone have gone all the way. Sprints right, throws incomplete. And that's going to be a marker. That's because it was interference. Brock White was up the back of the intended receiver. I was surprised there was no flag, and then it finally was thrown.
And that was one of those situations. What came first? And I guess it was Brock, huh? No.
They go to the 4th quarter at Knock. Knock and Montour tied at 7.
The 5-0 Knock Knights, Mike.
15 yards on that one. It's a first down. See, I think it should be spotted a foul and make it an automatic first down. I think that would be a nice compromise on that call at high school.
And we talked about it, Mike. If you're losing, your man might just grab him. So they're going to cost you 15 yards versus letting him beat you for a 50-yard touchdown.
But you get 15 yards on what would have been a 2-yard gain.
That's the yin to the yang, huh? So that's why they should change it, period.
First down at the 45.
Here comes Saunders. He gets
Gil
right.
Martin, yeah, he did. He got the hold, Dean. You talked about that last week, too. And that time Saunders made the move.
Nelson down there, too, Mike. And boy, I tell you what, Gil Martin is not getting up.
Well, he is. Gil Martin is down, and Mike Rizzo is the first man to get to him quickly. There were some bad injuries in the Knock game last week at Ambridge.
Mike, I told you there were 24 WPL teams that started the year with new coaches. Of those 24, 3 are still unbeaten. You know one, right?
3. Oh, that would be
He's tied 7-7. Right
yeah, knock.
Brandon Mowry up
Right.
at knock. Freedom's Greg Toney and West Green's Brian Hansen, all undefeated. Now listen, Mike, they're all going to be 5-0. You know why?
Why is that?
On Friday, Freedom visits Valley 1-4. West Green hosts Avella 1-4. And dare I say, knock hosts Montour. No, they're visiting Montour. They're 1-4, but that's 7-7, right?
That's right. Benny Korklick, the injured player, comes off the field slowly. Now he's jogging. He's all right now. The loss on the play was back to the 42. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Clock stopped with the injury. 6:41 to go, third quarter. 27-0. Highlands leads it.
When you're guessing holes like that too, Mike, you're just attacking the ball. You're not respecting their passing game at all.
So we will we'll keep track of that Knock Montour game for you. Thanks to Scott Briggs on Twitter for helping us. 2nd and 13. Morell is back. Sprints right, looks and throws it. Oh, it's tipped and caught. Pulled in by Deshaun Harmon. A Highlands player got a hand on it and tipped it to Harmon.
Price and Loveland made the tackle. Well, you don't respect our passing game? We'll try it. That time they were successful.
3rd down and 2.
47-yard line, 3rd and 2.
That's an 11-yard gain. First catch by Harmon. 3rd and 2 on the Highlands side of the field at their 47.
Down 28-0. I guess they're in Fort On territory again.
You would figure. Morell sprints, looks, and throws, and it's incomplete. Near side of the field, Korklick was the intended receiver, and it's 4th down, and will the Bridgers go again here?
We're about to find out. And the key word is boot, because in comes their kicker. Number 8, David
Stupkin. I believe they're going to punt it.
Been a busy guy tonight, Mike.
There could be shenanigans on 4th and 2 across the 50. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it now. I've been calling for a fake all year, and we haven't had one yet by anybody. This is a perfect time to do it. You're 0-5. Where are you going?
We're about
And Morell's the up man. The snap is to Stugin, and he punts it conventionally. White at the 18, spins, gets stood up and thrown down as he gets across the 20-yard line. Cedric Seymour makes the stop. The Rams get the ball back at 5:38 fourth quarter. They lead at 27-0. 5:38 to go. Does anybody have any statistical probabilities for me at 5:38? I just don't know. First down at the 23. Timmons out of pistol this time. White dots it and gets it. With a convoy in front. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. White across the 50 and down to the Ambridge 46-yard line, where finally Steve Ciccone brings them down.
Hildebrand was ahead for a great block.
Hildebrand and Nelson. And they brought a convoy. They pulled 2 linemen across. Old school football.
32, Mike?
All right, 27-5, 32.
Brock now 18 carries, 150 yards. And we're at the 5:13 mark of the third quarter, so there's your statistical probability.
No, that's a beauty. That's 2 really solid games in a row. This is Caleb. Cuts through there and is spun back as he gets to the Ambridge 41-yard line. Davon Gilmartin has 2, bringing down 2 again. They seem to do that a lot. And now Gilmartin slowly. And now he's not getting
He's got a tough night, Mike. Mike, there are no changes in the top 5 in 4A. 6A, 5A, 3A, 2A, and 1A. Talk about everybody being the same.
Goodness gracious.
One change this week is TJ, South Fayette, Knock, who's in trouble, Bell Vernon, and West Mifflin.
We'll take a quick timeout here while they tend to Davon Gilmartin. Highlands 27, Ambridge nothing. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. All right, Gilmartin off the field.
It's about the 3rd time he's gone
Slowly.
off. Mike, yeah.
2nd down and 6. This is Timmons.
Problem with the snap again, Mike. Yeah.
And he gets spun down back at the original line of scrimmage. So that's a loss on the play of 4. 3rd and 10. The Rams had trouble again there.
Talking to some people today, Mike, and we said one thing about when you got a guy like Gil Martin, he's their leading running back, but he also plays middle linebacker.
Right.
So you run at him on defense. Wear him out.
Wear him out that way.
Remember Dwayne Bryan, how we used to go at him with
Paul Ridge.
Paul Ridge, yep. Tipton, too. We ran everything to their side.
3rd and 10. Timmons is back. He looks. He fires it. It's caught. Kreis barrels a man over and gets 5 of the yards back. So it'll be 4th and 5 for Highlands on the Ambridge 40-yard line, and decision time for Dom Girardi.
It's like they're going for it, Mike. It's one thing about, when their outstanding running back is playing defense, you may not be able to do every time on offense, but you can certainly do it on defense. And that time, Gil Martin went out on defense.
Timmons 7 for 9, 154. He's back. He looks, throws it. It is caught right at the stick by White. Gives it up. Now he's got it for sure. Inside the 30, he fumbled a football. And Ambridge has it at the 22-yard line. It's recovered by number 4, Armando Ross.
You give him the yardage on the pass, Mike, but again, it was 4th down, so as good as a punt. And another Ambridge guy is down.
Goodness gracious.
How many yards are you going to give him on that pass then?
Well, he got to the 28 or so, the 27 before he fumbled it 5 yards ahead. So 13 yards, we'll say.
That gives 166 yards passing now.
Let's take another timeout. Highlands leading at 27-0. We'll be right back. We're back. Ambridge will have the ball after the 3rd Highlands turnover, and that's really the thing tonight that you got to look at. Last week there were a lot of penalties. This week it's the turnovers. Rams leading at 27-0. The same score they won last week by at Beaver. Morrell, the quarterback.
Gil Martin back out there, Mike. Wow. Tough kid.
Here's the toss to Gil Martin off the right side. Good yardage up over the 30, the 35, and a first down to the 39-yard line. Johnny Kreis and Isaiah Coleman team up to bring him down. That's the long and the short of it.
Literally, I think Johnny is our tallest at 6'6", and we know Isaiah Coleman, all 5'2", a bigger inch, Mike.
A 16-yard gain.
Both seniors.
1st and 10, Ambridge on the 39-yard line.
And we're getting close to senior night, Mike. It'll be
We'll have the next 2 home games. Homecoming will be South Fayette, and then senior night will be the next week.
Yep.
And that'll be against Newcastle.
Formation.
They're going to run a toss. Gil Martin's running backwards, but Coleman chased him down and got him off his feet. Boys, Coleman fast sideline to sideline.
But Caleb White, Mike, just blew that play up in the backfield. Did you see that?
Yep, he busted through there, and Gil Martin was running backwards. 2-yard gain to the 41. 2nd and 8, Ambridge. .236 clock stopped. 27-0 Highlands. Another toss. Gil Martin ran past him. Loveland gets him off his feet with a shoestring tackle at the 46, the 47-yard line. 3rd and 2 now for the Bridgers.
Yeah,
make it a long 2.
Came up unencumbered. Ran right past him.
Good look at the Rams defense there. Have held Ambridge off the board so far. The Bridgers struggling to score this year. And then they also boast the 3rd worst defense in 4A, allowing 43 a game. 3rd and 2. Gil Martin again. Not this time, because Joaquin Roman says, And also Darren Hildebrand was there too. 4th and 4, and the punt team is on the field.
Great job by the Golden Ram defense there, Mike.
A minute and a half. Stay tuned. At the end of the third quarter, we will have trivia, and the Dean has promised to stump me.
Unless you look, you're not getting this one.
I didn't look.
He does not look. I give him credit.
It's no fun that way. Here's the snap, and Stukin punts it.
Yeah.
We kicked a puncher that time, almost like a pooch. Caleb White gets it to the 30-yard line, and Benny Korklick brought him down. 1:04 left of the third period.
Mike, I posted to that website, and what appears in front of me with
You mean one of the days they actually printed the paper?
No.
On the website.
On the
okay.
website, in his bucket hat, Sam Albert. The headline is, "Never trust a guy with 2 first names."
Sam's very trustworthy. They had a tough one last week.
Yeah, Mike, I talked to him. Like 7-3 loss to Penn Hills, but he thinks he can build off of that. Said he had his best receiver in the end zone wide open. Dropped the ball.
Yeah, we didn't get our Derek Major report after the game. We were too late coming back from Beaver. He's got no excuses tonight. We'll be there waiting for him this time. Timeout Ambridge at 1:04 left of the third quarter. Talk about the Wireless Zone, the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Verizon's 5G wireless network is closer than you think. It's in many NFL stadiums even as we speak. It'll be the first in the U.S. with both fixed and mobile locations. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights, the Walmart Plaza, or at Pittsburgh Mills Mall, next to JCPenney's and across from Victoria's Secret. Or you can find the Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by visiting wirelesszone.com. Those new iPhones are out. Get in there and get one.
Mike, we talked about Sam Albert. 40 years ago, Highlands assistant coach Sam Albert, just before he became a head coach, said if the Golden Rams won 3 in a row, the players could shave his head. Well, guess what? They beat Seneca Valley 21-0, and Sam came out with about the same amount of hair he has right now.
You resemble that remark.
I do. But mine's not red.
1st and 10, Highlands on the 20. Caleb White motions into the backfield and gets the call. Follows Hildebrand through there, up over the 25 to the 28-yard line. The Korklick and Gilmartin make the stop, but it's a good solid 8 for Caleb.
4 rushes now for 22 yards for Caleb.
And you can see what Dom Girardi wants to do right now. He just wants to grind this clock. It's what they did last week, and they were very successful at it. And if they did score another touchdown, they'd have to make it 2 to get the mercy clock running if they wanted to do that.
Haven't had that one lately.
Not this year. Either way. Timmons is back on 2nd and 2. He's going to fire it deep. He's got Holly out there, and it's incomplete. He got into a bumping match with Peyton Corona, the sophomore corner, at about the 50, and that just stopped the momentum of the play.
I would think if we had the challenge flag, we could have threw it there, Mike, because that looked like interference to me.
I thought that was just incidental.
But you know what? When they frame by frame it now, they're going to call interference. I mean, that's the crazy part of this. Might as well throw the flag.
I think they should give Tom Stabile Al Riveron's job. This is White. He doesn't want it, I guess that meant. Up over the 40 to the 44, 1st down Highlands. Brock White with a nice gainer on what will probably be the last play of the third period.
16 yards on that carry, Mike, is a 166 on 19 carries. And I think they're just going to run the clock out here. Last play of the third quarter. 1st down, Golden Rams.
Trivia time is A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now.
Well, Mike, if I don't get you this time, I'm never going to get you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Zach Rocco, you know who he is, don't you?
I think he's Frank Rocco's brother, but I'm not sure. He's a Fox Chapel guy. I do know that.
He's the North Catholic quarterback
okay.
who recently joined joined the 5,000-yard club. So you didn't know that, did you?
I did not.
That club includes over 24 members. My question, who was the first?
The first 5,000-yard quarterback in the WPIAL.
That is correct. I have some hints if you need them.
John, what was the name of the Rocks kid that went to Temple? Mick something.
DeMichael.
Alex DeMichael.
Incorrect.
Not it. Okay. Okay. So we're not. So we. That was my original thought. So okay, we can give hints if you want.
Happened in 1993, so this is not ancient history.
Okay. Oh, that's a long time ago. That's when I first started doing this. I wasn't paying much attention back then. I didn't know what I was doing yet. Not that I still do.
He's currently a head football coach.
All right. How about Eric Kasparovich?
That is correct. In 6A, Eric Kasparovich, the Pine Religion coach,
did it at North Hills for Jack McCurry.
But remember, folks, he guessed DeMichael, so I got him finally.
Timmons hit as he throws. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by...
That's an incomplete pass.
He was throwing that. Question is, was it empty hand? Gil Martin has the football.
Wow, I thought he was definitely in a throwing motion. Nope, they're going to give it to him. More importantly, is Chandler okay, Mike? He's coming up.
Yeah, he's got hit pretty hard. And the Rams turn it over for a fourth time.
That's the first time their protection didn't really hold up for him.
And that will be the point of contention this week, will be the turnovers. That's the third time Chandler's been sacked.
Going over to get checked on by Chris Nowicki.
At the Highlands 32, and this is going to be tough for Highlands here.
Saw Chris working out at Planet Fitness today, Mike.
There we go.
After school, before the game, got a nice workout in. He's the one that signals all those plays in for us.
Gil Martin.
High pitch.
Got a shoulder pad flapping, and he's brought down beautifully. Going low is Deshaun Holly to get him off his feet.
That little delay, Mike, on the pitch. And again,
pretty much no gain on that. So remember, serving the AK Valley since 1958, they offer a 10% discount to U.S. military, police, and EMTs. That's A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, 724-224-5311. Tell them Mike and Mike sent you. Even if they won't give you free pineapple, because it took me 2 guesses to get it instead of 1 when he thought he'd stump me.
Well, I gave you 4 hints.
He gave me 1 hint. You said 1993. That was 1 hint.
I told you he was a head coach.
Second down and 9.
He didn't hear that.
Ciccone.
He never listens to me.
Is hit as he gets inside the 35.
Sack? That will be a sack.
Oh, look at the play. Nearly a flopperoonie by Corklick out there trying to get a call, but there was nothing. That was pretty funny. You can rewind that one again if you look at that on YouTube. It's a gain of 1.
Joaquin. Oh, gain.
Third down and 9.
Thought it was a loss on play. We get some sacks out. Joaquin Roman and
well, it couldn't have been a sack because the running back out of the ball. 3rd and 9.
So I stump him and throw you. Now he's
you didn't really stump me because now you're flustered because you know I got you. See, that's what's happening. 3rd down and 9.
It's like having a 4th wife, I'll tell you.
This is how Bob Walk and Greg Brown do it. Ciccone hit as he fires it. It's caught, though.
For a fair catch there. Great job.
I think he did. It might have been legal.
By Coleman.
It was caught by 21, Richard Nardi. And Isaiah Coleman got him off his feet for a big loss on the play. Well, he completed a pass and lost 6 yards.
Was that a lateral, Mike, the way it went?
I think it went forward, but he was so far back,
yeah.
It fluttering up in the air and everything.
Well, they're going to go for it this time.
Nardi caught that one. 4th and long from the 38 or 37. 14 to go. Clock run out?
Getting there, yep.
It is delay a game against Ambridge. Relatively penalty free. Fourth and 19 we'll try.
We only had 3 penalties in 25 yards.
Yeah, it's really been, that's not been it. It's been choppy in other ways. There have been a lot of stoppages for injuries and timeouts and
here's your trips to the right, Mike.
Things along those lines.
I've been waiting to see this all evening.
And the roll, looking, fires it downfield to no one in particular. So Ciccone basically felt the heat from behind and figured, I better get rid of this now. The Rams are saying, why isn't it intentional grounding? And I guess it could be, but there's no need. The Rams get the ball back. They have it 1st and 10 out at their 37. 9:21 to go. They lead at 27-0. So thanks to the folks today at Me Pizza because I didn't get it right. So that's
Hey, Mike, Highlands graduate Mitch DeZort, big game last week.
I saw he won an award and everything. Yeah.
11 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. He was the defensive player of the week.
Playing at W&J, correct?
Yeah. Played CMU. CMU win the game, though, Mike.
That is the President's Conference.
CMU's got a good team this year. They beat Geneva. They beat W&J.
Quick toss to Caleb White. And he's got room. 45-50, 45-40, and dragged down at the 38-yard line, or more or less run over Cedric Seymour.
Good block downfield by Loveland, too.
14th Highlands first down of the night. So that's 8 and 12, 20 yards.
Headed now 5 rushes, 42 yards.
Good night for him, too. The Rams are racking up some rushing yards tonight.
Look who's at feature back.
It's Isaiah Coleman, and he gets the
Look,
call.
that's
Spins through a hole inside the 30,
that.
25, and Coleman down to the 22-yard line.
The old whirling dervish, Mike. You don't see that too often, huh?
Look at Isaiah run through that hole.
15. That's how you hit a hole, Mike.
I should say.
Hit, spun, and kept on going. 5'2", no eyes of blue, though.
You can't teach 5'2". I'll tell you that. You can't teach that. I like Isaiah. First down, 8:20 to go. 27-0 Highlands.
He looks up to Mike.
And that is a short list. Coleman again. Behind
Lots
Caleb White. 25-20.
Go, baby.
15-10 and down to the 7-yard line.
2 rushes, 21 yards, Mike. Wow. Let's get him in there. He's a senior. Let's have him knock one in.
16 yards. First and goal for the Golden Rams. Will Dom Girardi go for 2? I say probably will. 7:45, time remaining, 4th quarter. Coleman again. Coleman into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown.
Untouched.
And that's a happy young man right there. Look at him.
Well-deserved 7-yard run for Isaiah Coleman.
Rams at about 230 yards on the ground tonight.
Yikes.
So I figure they'll go for 2 because they want to try to get the mercy rule if they make it. They lead it 33-0. Trying to win their 2nd consecutive game.
And 2nd consecutive shutout win.
And which would be the first time since 2006 when we had 3 in a row. So here we go. The toss to Caleb White. Tries to cut it. Gets away from one man. Needs some help. He's going to be brought down back at the 10-yard line. Bringing him down was Peyton Corona, also back there. Rams' first opportunity, they went for 2 this year, and a 2-pointer is no good. 33-0 Highlands at 7:35 left. Overtime in Saxonburg. Knock and Montour tied at 7.
How about that?
Bonus Cantos.
And Mike, another Ambridge player down. Wow.
Wow, another one. Goodness gracious. The Burrow leading 8-7 over Deer Lake. So let's take a quick timeout. 7:35 left, 4th quarter. Highlands 33, Ambridge nothing. We'll be right back. So Saunders will kick it off for Highlands as Gil Martin was out again. He came off the field. He's given everything he's got out there, that's for sure.
Done for the night, you would think. About 5 times been taken off the field.
58 yards on 4 plays, runs of 20, 15, 16, and 7. And the last 3 by Isaiah Coleman.
Just heard a milestone was set during the break. Kiski wins their 300th game. They beat Hampton 21-17.
All right, Sam, as we were just talking about.
Yep.
This is Cedric Seymour up over the 40 to the 41-yard line. 7:25 left.
Brock White down there and James Van.
So if we determined who we're rooting for in the, we really need. We would like Knock to win that game,
Please.
Even if they don't, if Highlands wins next week, they'd have a tiebreaker on one tour, but that could be a. That would actually help.
We'll take all the help we can.
We'll take all the help we can get. There's still a chance.
Big one next week, Mike, if we can look ahead. Newcastle
In
is
beautiful
playing Blackhawk,
Oh, yeah?
and that is at Blackhawk.
Well, we need Blackhawk to win that. First down at the 40. Ciccone in there. He tosses it to Seymour off the left side, and they ride him down as he gets up with a 40 to the 43. Max Weston was in there.
Saunders and Hildebrand.
2nd and 7. A 3-yard gain for Seymour, and we got another Ambridge player
It
down.
seems like every play, Mike, somebody's going down. Your Borough Bucks are ahead, huh?
Yeah,
16-7.
And that was Seymour, the man that carried the football. Yeah, Burrell is leading. We'll keep close track on that Knock game.
In that game, Mike, Deer Lakes was 3-1 coming in. Borough was 2-2. So if Borough beats Deer Lakes, they'll tie him in the conference.
Bucks haven't been in the playoffs since the 8th grade picnic either.
Sean Loeta. Is that how you say his last name?
John Leota, who was the coach at the...
Ray's cousin.
He was the coach of Albert Gallatin when Highlands got that shutout in 2016. 2nd and 7.
Ray quit smoking, yeah.
Montour wins 14-7. That's a final.
That's bad.
So Knock drops that one. Corklick the run. And he gets to the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 5. So they'll be coming off a win next week.
That's a big win for
14-7. Montour wins.
Falling the Montour Spartans. So the Spartans are going to be ready for us next week, Mike.
3rd and 5. And that's at Saxonburg.
Yep.
6:05 to go. Here we go on a 3rd and 5. Rams show blitz.
He's guessing again.
And Ciccone is back. Here they come. They got him, and down he goes.
Jeremiah Saunders, Mike, with a guessing game. It continues. He guessed right, and that is his 9th tackle, 1st sack of the evening. Continues to lead the Golden Rams in tackles, Mike. Outstanding.
And that's the 5th Highland sack of the night. 4th and 13, and David Stubkin's going to need the whirlpool for that right leg after the night. He's in there to punt again. 5:30 to go. Caleb White single setback. The Rams are playing safe here.
Saunders only a junior, Mike, 6'2", 220.
Here's his bouncer.
He's had a couple of them.
Now he's going to run it. Now he doesn't know what to do. Now he does kick it.
This kid's got...
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was tremendous.
Yeah.
Was it not?
Yeah.
I tell you what, he lined up for a 43-yard field goal last week and had plenty of leg on it, just missed it wide against Knock. So he's got some talent. That was nifty on his part to get it out of there. The ball's dead at the 26-yard line. That's where the Rams will take it with 5:08 to go.
Again, we'll be going to Montour.
And this is how you know this game is taking long, is that the overtime game's already done and we still have 5 minutes to go.
That's just true. We had a late start too, Mike.
Oh, that's true. We were 10 minutes late in getting going, but that's... Looks like we're going to have some change of jerseys in there for Highlands now. I think Xavier Smith looks like he might be getting in there. Let's see. He is. The X-Man, number 9.
In a quarterback. Lucas Kalin over the ball.
Xavier Smith played quarterback in this game last year at Mo Rubenstein. And this is 14.
Ashton Hadachek.
Aston Hadachek, and he gets a few. No gain on the play. Maybe a loss of one.
Back in the 80s, Mike, a lot of Hadacheks played basketball for Tom Myers. I was there. But I had big hair.
That's true. We've seen the pictures. 2nd and 11.
Hair is overrated.
I formation. The fullback is 40. That's Jordan Snyder. Xavier Smith is the quarterback, taking his time, milking that play clock. Hadachek will get it again, and they're waiting for him as he gets it to the 22-yard line.
26 and 72.
3rd and 14. So they've already put Isaiah Coleman on ice.
Well, Ashton's one of our running backs of the future, Mike. He's a freshman. But when you're in that varsity action, you got to hit that hole, and it's not there.
Did you see who was in there on that tackle for Ambridge?
Who was that?
Timmy Simpkins.
Timmy! He's back.
3rd and 15. And Smith is back. He looks. He's going to fire it deep.
Wide
He's got a man
open.
wide open, Drake Burford, and he missed him. He was running all by himself. The closest man to him was one of the Highlands coaches.
Say Dom Girardi.
Chris Nowicki, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, that was Chris. He was the closest man.
He fooled them all.
So the first player, other than Chandler Timmons, to throw a pass this year, it took till game 6.
The X-Man.
4th and 14. And the Rams will have to punt it, and Johnny Christ is back.
God bless Gil Martin's at midfield.
He's going to try it again. He's back there. 3:28 remaining.
He wins my toughness award.
There's the snap to Christ, and he boots it high. Calls a fair catch, comes up and takes it.
I'm going to call it. They're throwing a penalty
Muffs it,
marker.
and he gets it at the 47. Got a marker down. Let's see what that's all about. They're going to say the Rams might have interfered on the opportunity there.
Good news to see Justin Crilly out there, Mike, a long snapper. Missed a couple weeks.
It was a 30-yard punt, but it was a mile high.
And you never want to say the long snapper's name, and I didn't.
Right.
Did a good job.
They're discussing it with Coach Phillips across the way. Tyler Shutterly, the referee. Let's see if we can pick this up. It's a 15-yarder. Penalties haven't been the issue tonight. The Rams have turned the ball over 4 times. That's been an issue. Imagine what the score might be in that case. Well, now they're going to give them the short porch again. 3:18 to go. And can the Rams hold the Bridgers off the board and try to post their second straight shutout? And the defense has really done the job.
Burford out there now. Lucas Callan.
And the give. Inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. It looked like Moreland.
Long. Jones down there on the tackle.
No, it was
Jones.
6, actually. I was close. It was Floyd Sims. Good run for him, though. He got 6 yards down to the 32. Less than 3 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Rams have this one in hand, and the only question is the final score. And Saccone's going to run it. He gets hit as he gets inside the 30, and he's close to the first down at the 28-yard line.
Bender on that tackle.
Logan Wetmore.
Logan Wetmore.
That's a first down. The 6th first down for Ambridge tonight. .220 remaining. Can the twos hold them off the board? They blitz, and they got him, and down he goes. Firing in there was Saunders. He's not a 2.
He is not. They left him out there to do just that, Mike.
He is not a 2.
Is his 10th tackle night.
6th.
Second sack in a row.
Sack.
Yikes. Jeremiah Nelson's still out there too, Mike. They want to get the second group in, but they want to preserve that shutout.
Both Jeremiah's on the line.
Here they come again.
Second down. Ciccone just going to try to run it up in there. Ooh. Oh, and he gets stuck at the 29-yard line. And that was 55, Tyrus Kerr.
How many Tyruses you know, Mike? Huh?
Not a lot. Tyrus Raymond Cobb.
Yep.
How about that?
His dad, grandpap's a baseball coach, Ray Kerr. I'm sure he had something to do with the name.
3rd and 10. The clock is at 1:05.
All right, guys, hold on.
Rams going to win their second in a row. They'll be off to Robinson/Kennedy/whatever that is at Montour.
Wide pitch.
This is Corklick, and he gets hit hard inside the 25-yard line.
Nelson, Saunders, and Jocham.
And it's 4th down, so the Rams got to hold them off here. 4th and 6. 30 seconds. Clock winding. The Rams trying to post their second straight shutout for the first time in 13 years. Got to go all the way back to 2006.
Wow.
And Ciccone going to run a toss. And this is Seymour. And Seymour's hit the ball is loose. It's on the ground. Ambridge is on it, but it doesn't matter. The Rams have held.
Long made the tackle.
21. Richard Nardi got the football, but that'll wrap that up. It's 10 seconds to go. Dean, the Rams are going to, after a 27-0 win last week, they'll put a 33-0 win on the board here tonight.
And again, a big trip to Montour.
Xavier Smith will take a knee here. And as we salute Marty Brenneman, this one belongs to the Rams. Highlands 33 and Ambridge nothing. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, we did what we had to do tonight. Now we got to get them on tour and take care of business there, continuing the playoff hunt. Montour wins tonight, so we have 2 teams going in the right direction. Should be a great one.
Should be fun next week. Thanks to Julie McCorkle upstairs. John Dankness here for Ken Wood tonight. Ken's at Fort Hood. He'll be back soon. Once again, that final score. Highlands 33 and Ambridge nothing. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long.